Okay, to make a long story short, I wasn't supposed to be flying JetBlue because originally my plan was flying Silver from here to Tampa and then Tampa to Charleston, but my second leg from Tampa to Charleston apparently got cancelled. Apparently they're not flying to the airport no more. So now I am flying JetBlue to get me to Charleston. And the airport's empty, surprisingly. But I'm going to enjoy myself, even though I didn't want to fly JetBlue again. But I guess you can say this is a recreation of what I did 5 years ago, because I did promise myself that I was going to come back to Charleston properly. So this is it. It is right now 9:52. My flight's for 11:50. I have no idea what to do, because again, the airport is empty. But I'm looking forward to it. I could have fly JetBlue to Boston and then Boston from Charleston. But that was much more expensive, and I wasn't willing to spend the money, considering the money that I spent for this current flight was only like $50 more than the Silver flight that I spent. Except I don't have a carry-on, and I'm only allowed one piece of luggage. But you know, I accept that. Even though they advertise it as an hour, it's really roughly 35-40 minutes. And the plane is 18 minutes away, and they're landing on runway 32, which you can't see over there. It's not a runway 14, which I would have preferred because reasons. I'm also periodically checking the JetBlue app to see if there's any other open seatings. I wasn't originally going to spend money on seats, but when I went to check in online yesterday, they said that there were no more open seats available, only payable seats, which I fortunately and unfortunately had to do. But I trying to see, if not for this Fort Lauderdale flight, Charleston flight, if I can get an open road to myself. I got a little bit spoiled when I went on the Orlando flight, and that was just because there was an aircraft upgrade, and it's a 320 for both flights. So hopefully I can get what I prefer for the second flight, but I don't think it's going to happen for the first flight. Well, I'm on board. I'm surprised. I'll just I'm surprised. I don't think there's anybody sitting next to me because I don't see nobody else. Maintenance, and now they trying to finish up the work. It's going to be the next 15 minutes. They've been on this plane for like 20 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm watching Get Out, trying to pass some time. I don't know, I'm going to be late for my flight, but I get a little bit impatient right now, just a little bit. Maintenance to get the off wheel, and I started to fall asleep. Looks like that actually works, and I can adjust it.
Hello folks, the captain speaking. Just a quick update on our maintenance item. It is a paperwork issue. It's not a safety concern. And we have maintenance on board talking to our maintenance. We have to do a computer test on the aircraft, and that's what maintenance is talking to our maintenance here at NASA about right now. It's not a safety issue. The airplane is a good airplane. There are a couple passengers I was just made aware that feel unsafe, but the airplane is safe, and it's more of a computer reset that needs to be performed before we get going. That should be done 5 to 10 minutes still. The maintenance here that are doing the test are not really too knowledgeable in regards to the test that needs to be done on this airplane. So that's why we have New York maintenance talking them through it.
If anyone would like to get off the aircraft, your You can do that because as of right now, we're not sure what time we're going to depart. We're still doing the reset up here, and operations told us we can allow the customers to get off. You'll just have to take all your stuff and stay outside the boarding area. Once we're ready to depart, they will scan you back on, bring you back on the aircraft. So you have the option to stay or you have the option to leave at this point. But once again, please take all your stuff from the overhead bins, your boarding cards, everything until we are ready to depart, because at this time we're still doing the reset on the system. Thank you.
Probably my sign not to go to Charleston.
Sorry, excuse me.
Husband Wayne was given support and some vessels to still on board. I'm contemplating what to do because I'm pretty sure I'm going to miss my flight. And if the flight is canceled, we got to re-accommodate me. I don't know how, I don't know where, I don't know when, but yeah.
So, it is now 2:48. I'm still in Nassau. My connecting flight to Charleston was supposed to be 3 o'clock. They told us to come off the aircraft about 15 minutes ago, and I immediately went straight to the counter to try and see what or how they're going to accommodate me. The flight's not canceled yet, but so right now they put me on an American Airlines flight from Miami, Nassau, Miami, and Miami to Charleston, which means I'm going to get to Charleston a little bit later than I wanted to. But at least I'm gonna get there, I think. I don't want to get my hopes up until I actually get airborne. But again, we will see. This is the weirdest travel experience I've had. I not too long ago checked in online for my American flight, but for some reason it's not allowing me to scan my passport, but I still got the boarding passes. I got a window seat for the Miami flight, but for the Charleston flight I have an aisle seat. It's both on Embraer E175, but hopefully I can get a window seat. But it's not like I'm going to really be looking at something outside because it's going to be pitch black. But yeah, I got food and still playing the waiting game. They needed to confirm that they had my one check bag on hand before they hand this to me, but we're all good to go. Boarding has started. Okay, boarding part 2. Let's not have a repeat, okay? Express is into no entertainment, but we're good.
Boarding is complete.
Yes.
to see you again soon.
So that's one flight down, one more to go. Still gotta get to Charleston. The next flight is in the next 3 hours, and I have absolutely no idea what to do. I basically walked this entire terminal, and I need to try and find something to eat. You know, I eat something in Nassau. I still need to find something else to eat, something proper, because by the time I land in Charleston, that's not going to be here. So let's see what we have. Still waiting on the flight to the next hour and a half for $12.70. It ain't worth it, but I'm hungry right now. Well, I found my cage. So there's nobody seated next to me. I didn't see anybody, but seated in main cabin extra. Boy, is this extra. Almost like the transnational flight being just the other day. But nothing special. It still is a regional jet. So, you know, I'm just realizing the recline on this chair is not the best, but it's doable. And nobody's seated next to me. So And here we are. After 6 hours delay, we finally made it to Charleston. Now, I kind of jinxed myself when I said earlier how I'm gonna do a repeat of what I did 5 years ago, which is kind of true and also kind of false. I say kind of true because I originally flew JetBlue to get me from Nassau to Fort Lauderdale to Charleston, and both of them were on late flights, and ironically both of them were delayed flights. But unfortunately I didn't fly JetBlue. I ended up going on American. But ironically as well, when I was coming back from Charleston 5 years ago, I came on American from Charleston to Miami, and then Miami to Nassau. So look at me, I just completed the loop: Nassau, Miami, Charleston. Unfortunately, I'm not going back home on American from Charleston to Miami to Nassau. But my next flight is American going to somewhere. You'll find out in the next video. But I did videos on them other trips years ago. But I just find it ironic. But I appreciate the staff of JetBlue in Nassau. Y'all were patient and helpful, especially to me. I just seconds after I came off that plane, I just said, hey, I have a connecting flight I'm missing, and y'all put me one shot on an American Airlines flight. And I know there was other people who were in line waiting for assistance, and I appreciate y'all. And even shout outs to the American Airlines crew in Nassau. Y'all didn't have to do what y'all did to help me and accommodate me, but yeah. Yeah, that's it for today, or tomorrow, whichever day. I don't even know what the day. I tired anyway. You'll see me in the next video, which is in the next 2 days from now, but not when you see this. Later.